noticed you knew quite a bit about the platforms and where the train should stop. Are you connected with the rail industry or something? I can never tell which platform to make the train go to in the scenarios. Bit of trial and error and try. I'm fine today. Lovely. No, I'm not actually connected with the rail industry. I live in and around London, so I know which ones they tend to use. But then it's also thinking about which line you're coming down. So you'll find that because we're starting at Bedford, we'll be on the slow lines because we will have probably been shunted there, or we will have shunted ourselves there. Going on from that, we then hit the fast lines all the way through. So stations like Luton, where they have fast line stations, will tend to use them if it's just occasionally, but then they tend to route onto the slow lines for the stoppers or for the intermediary commercial routes. So you'll tend to switch back and forth. So yeah, that's how that kind of works. And so it's just watching your route and making sure that the route goes where you want it and down the lines that you want it to. So let's release that a little bit. So what have you been up to with your Sunday then, Cad? Right, we're clear to go. Let's get back to my... I want shift, not windows. There we go. Right, back in my favourite view. Tell you what though, I do wish I was related to the rail industry. We've got some nice fuel on it. I'm on TS as well, driving the Diamond Jubilee Class 670 Paddington. Nice. Well, thank you for tuning in whilst you're doing that. It's a pleasure to have you on the channel. Oh, I missed the AWS for this junction. So we've now got to stop. That is the one problem with this, is that you've got to watch the tracks for the AWS signal if you're not in the cab. And I don't like being in the cab because you can't actually see anything. Right, release the brakes, let's go again. At least we've got enough coal on the fire now. Then back into running. wonder if that will open and make a difference. I doubt it. Right, we're getting some speed up now. 50 as we go over the junction. Onto the fast lines. Not having much luck as well at the moment. This scenario is a bit awkward. Oh, okay. But is that one of the scenarios that comes with the pack, or is that a workshop scenario, CAD? Don't think I've got the Diamond Jubilee, to be honest with you. Okay, we have the 110. Now one of the things that I will need to do is I will need to put in a speed limit reduction to 90, because we are a steam engine, and the fastest that they're allowed to go is 60 unless they're released for high speed at 90. It's a workshop scenario. Oh, nice. I'll have to have a look, see if I can find it, see if I can play it. You never know, I might put it on the stream. Why is she struggling to get the speed up? Because she's got no boiler pressure, that's why. It's a scenario on the GWR line. Yeah, I've got the GWR line, I just don't know if I've got the Diamond Jubilee. That's green. I'm going to have to keep this at about 40 just because I can't get any pressure in the boiler yet. And the blow-on's helped a little bit. It's certainly taken us a lot longer than expected to get to Luton. We're at the point now of increasing boiler pressure and increasing steam. That's how we like it. Okay, sacrificing a little bit of boiler pressure for the speed. I'm going to say Shbro Crafter. Hi, welcome to the channel. We're testing out a scenario that I've just started building. Running the Flying Scotsman all the way from Bedford down to Brighton, going through London. It covers about 3 different routes, and our first stop is Luton. There's no AI on this at the moment because I've literally just started it, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, we've got 100 coming up. Just watch out for a morpeth board for it, but we don't really need to worry about it because we're only doing 50. Okay, so we're heading uphill now towards Liverpool. Playing TS on the PC and watching truck racing on Motors TV, and watching my stream as well. That's the definition of multitasking, isn't it, Cat? Let's close the firebox for the tunnel. Yep. 3 monitors. Yeah, I've only got the one. This one. Does me though. It means that I don't spad. Unless I miss an AWS warning like before because I've got my head out. .5 miles to Luton. Okay, there will definitely be some commuter traffic on those slow lines. That will pass, and I think some other express traffic on the down line, because it's down at the moment. We're going up. We'll then head through London and go down to Brighton. Okay, we're doing quite well for speed now, although we're killing the boiler pressure again. For whatever station this is. One of the things that I need to do is I need to put some train spotters on these platforms, because there is no way that the Scotsman would go through a station that has empty platforms. They would be full of people. Especially in through London, because most of them just terminate, and so you don't get a chance to see them running through at speed unless you go out on one of the underground stations and get to see it. Am I going to be watching BBC4 tomorrow at 8? No, because that's my regular Steam time CAD. So I'll be playing Train Sim. However, what I will do is I will try and catch that program on BBC iPlayer. So, yeah. Because it's all about train spotting or something, isn't it? I did see it advertised. Get a bit more speed again. Just under 8 miles to Luton now. Yeah, live train spotting. Yeah, it looks as though it's going to be good. I'll catch it on iPlayer later in the week. Maybe over lunch at work on Tuesday. Break the day up a bit. Tell you something I did do for the first time yesterday. I went on the Javelin from St Pancras to Stratford International. Got a couple of nice photos of that in St Pancras station. Yeah, it was very smooth. We got the 225 at one point as well, and so it was nice to actually zip along through the tunnel. I wish that I could have afforded to go to Ebbsfleet and back and actually gone through the countryside, but there we go. Such is life. Right, we might actually have it pouring through the safeties in a minute. where's Luke? 5 miles. Green. Don't need to worry about the signal. Okay, Luton should be coming up on the hood in a minute. Hit the 80 miles an hour, that's good. Another green signal. Again, I keep forgetting to put coal in. That kills the boiler pressure. But we're doing 80. That's fine for what we want. Okay, there's Luton on the hood, so we need to think about braking for that. Applying a small amount of brake now. Start bringing some of the speed off. Signal screen, which we know anyway. Okay, stop shoveling now. Okay, a bit more brake in now. As we're coming in. Okay, we'll just make sure we don't prime the boiler. Bit more braking so that we stop at the end of the platform. Just make sure that we get all of the coaches on like that quite nicely. Right, so open the doors. Yeah, I'm keeping that platform. That seems like quite a nice one to stop at. Let's get out and take a photo of us at Luton with the treble 99. Put that into running. Okay, we're ready to go. Off she goes. Let's just add the blower a little bit. Get that right up as we pull away. Flying Scotsman. Right, back to head out view. Still deliberately overfilling on the coal, but that's good because it will mean that later on, as we're trying to push for more speed, we'll have the coal to play with. So our next stop is at St Pancras Thameslink A. That's our entrance into London. And that's in just shy of 30 miles. Are the lights on? No, they're not. Thank you. There they are. It's a good job I don't drive real trains, isn't it? Yep, definitely. Alright, still no speed. This is going to be a long 30 miles if we're doing it at 25 miles an hour. Enough coal on, I think. Okay, we've got to try and balance this now to keep the pressure going up, so then we've got enough pressure to do what we need to do. refill. Let's keep the firebox full. Get some more out of it. Careful balance. Okay, we have a 100 limit when we get there. Do I have the Devon and Somerset line? No, I don't have that line. I think it's on my wish list, but I've not got it just yet. That's the one from Bath, isn't it? Okay, finally at 50 miles an hour. It says that it's 15 minutes to St Pancras. I wonder if that's how long it will take us. My bad driving. Shut off now. Speed's increasing, boiler pressure's increasing, that's how we like it. Yes, it used to be called the Bath to Temple Combe line on railways. Yeah, I don't have that one yet. I did watch Matt Pedalston play it a while back and I thought it looked quite nice. So it went onto my wish list and it's up near the top, but I just haven't, it's not one that I've bought yet. Welcome, lorry driver. Hope you enjoy the stream. The Somerset and Dorset line. I've not got that one yet. Enjoy any steam engine. Yeah, steam is my favourite, I must say. It's sad that they're not there anymore. Well, only in preservation. They don't run the main line very often. I'd love to go to work every day on a steam engine. I used to live in Bath and have been to the Green Park station many times. It is now Sainsbury's. Yeah, so many stations have gone, along with so many engines, and it's a shame. The railway station building is still there though. Nice, at least they kept it. One of the things that I used to do, and actually I've done it around London, is to find some of the old disused railway stations and to, you know, even where the facades have been taken down, some of the platforms still exist. Find out the history of them and why they've moved. We actually go through one on this line, the old King's Cross Thames link, before they moved it back to St Pancras. So, and then some of the underground lines, the stations are there, but they're both above and below, but they're so hidden that unless you knew where you were looking and what you were looking for, you completely pass by them. "22 miles to St Pancras." Thanks to Mr. Beeching. Yep. Dr. Beeching. But then, like any business, you know, it needs to be profitably viable. And unfortunately, some of the lines weren't. The railway lost a lot of traffic to roads and stuff like that. Too much emphasis put on passenger as opposed to freight, which was where the money was. But the passengers could complain when they didn't get to places on time. And that's how it went. Steam became old-fashioned. Am I looking forward to Train Spotting Live? I am, but I won't be watching it tomorrow because I'll be streaming. So I don't know how many people will be watching my stream, because I have a feeling they'll all be watching Train Spotting Live. But I will be getting it on BBC iPlayer on Tuesday. Yeah, the axe was very severe. I will agree with that. I think too much was lost. And then there are stories whereby private companies wanted to preserve some of the railways, and the government really fought them to, so as then they couldn't. And I thought that, you know, those type of stories is a real shame. Right, we're not far off the 90 miles an hour point for the first time on this journey. Laurie, if you're wondering why there's no AI, this is a scenario that I just started building, and so we're doing the first run, which is why the tracks are a little empty. Yes, I remember all that. Were you around at the time then, Cad? Or is that just something that you've seen on a documentary or a review or looked at online? I don't seem to be able to You was 1. Okay, I'm not sure that you quite remember it from that age then. I'm sure that you can remember it as a child. I was, Fallout lasted for years, yeah. BR itself had a lot of Fallout. And I just don't think that they've quite known how to deal with that. I mean, we still see some of that Fallout today. I can... we just won. Oh, well done, Andy. Was that the men's final? Nice. I bet Scotland are pleased. Well done, Andy. Is that something else that you're watching as well as the stream and playing a game and whatever else it was that you were doing? Watching truck racing. Right, how are we doing? We've got some of the time off, which is good. I have no idea where we are. It had turned it over from truck racing during ads. Ah, okay. Still only doing the 3 things then. How are we doing on the old Steam front? Still gaining speed slowly, which is good. Look at them linkages go. Fantastic. Let's see if we can get to the station ahead and take a picture as it comes through. Do some proper train spotting. Here it comes. Nice. Let's get back on board. We need to close that. Whistle into the tunnel. Watching a live cam stream from St. Ives on my other monitor. Very beautiful place. Okay. I've never been to St. Ives. I've been to Lou. It's about the furthest south I've been. But I've never been to St. Ives. Okay, I forgot to check what station that was that we've just bombed through. And there's the 90 miles an hour. Let's see if we can get this local to 100, shall we? Although I highly doubt it. Absolutely killing my boiler pressure now. No, we need that open. definitely need some rail traffic. What I might try and do is see if I can get a hold of an actual couple of timetables and put on a bit of realistic traffic, see how close they actually go, and fit us in the middle of it. Right, if we bring up the map and centre player, what station was that? Oh, that was Mill Hill. Oh, not too far then. We're entering the London borders now. Right, just trying to keep it at about 90 miles an hour. And there go the safeties at 90 miles an hour. Okay, there's the board for 95. We don't have to worry about it because we're limited to 90. However, we will get another warning for the 85 coming up, and that's one that we'll need to take notice of. Watch the British F1 and see the final Wimbledon. Now waiting for the Euro final to start. Yes, who's in the final? I know Portugal made it, and I can't remember if it was Germany or France. Had a break in just to make sure we make that 85, which we have. Right, we'll stop putting that. Portugal versus France. Well, let's hope France win. It'll be nice for the home supporters, I think. Is that New Southgate? Nope. I have no idea where I am. Into the next tunnel. Okay, we've got to be prepared for the 50 coming up. And then we'll have a 30 after that. That looks as though it's the St Pancras run. In fact, I think at this point we're coming under West Hampstead, under the overground line. We have a green on that one. Okay, let's start braking for this 50. Green with a feather aspect. We're not going to make it. There we go. Over we go onto the slower lines. We need to go over again since we're on the up line. Need to brake again. That. Kentish Town. Yep, definitely. I recognise this area now. Why do I get the feeling that we should still be on them lines? See if there was another place for us to cross over, shall we? If not, I might have to pop over to Kentish Town to see whether these middle platforms are used. I know that those two are over on the left hand side. I'm not sure about these middle ones. Got the AWS just in time there. Let's head out this side, shall we? That's got to be approach control because there's no traffic on it for it to be red. There's the next one. Just get a bit more speed. Release that now. Okay, that's why it's brought us through there then, because those must be the high speed line. That's not for us, is it? No. We're not supposed to be on that line. I think you'll find we're supposed to be down here, on the left. We're going through that signal. Speeding, oh well. Okay, we should cross here to get ourselves over. that needs to occur 2 signals back. Switch. At St. Pancras. Just make a note of that for myself. Okay, this is a station that I use quite often. Just make sure that we're slowed down by the end of it. And not too soon. We do want the people in the back to be able to get out. There we go. Open the doors. Don't think the end carriage is on the platform somehow. No. Oh well. People aren't getting out there then. Let's go back to where we need to be. Release the brakes. Blast everybody's eardrums. And away we go. Some of the steam to trap up the water in the boiler. Okay, you may remember me earlier saying about disused London platforms and the King's Cross Thames link. This is it. This is King's Cross Thames link that is no longer used. There we go. For those of you who are interested. I know I'm speeding, I don't care about the score. I have no way of making a positive score. Because I have no way of getting it positive. Now why am I losing? Worried about losing boiler pressure, but the safeties are open. Because that makes sense. I need to be following a commuter train through here, I think. Just to add a bit of until I can get back on the fast lines. Right, well now I can't stick Med back there. Ah, that one's green. I know, yeah. wonder what's the other side of that wall. Let's see if we can come out and have a look. More lines. Electrified fourth rail lines. That means... I don't know. This is one of the under-London tunnels. As we're heading into Farringdon. We won't be stopping. Just make sure the engine is fully topped up. Okay, let's let the speed roll off up the hill. There we go. We must be coming out now towards Blackfriars Station. Now, for the lack of sudden detail, this is a work in progress on the workshop by Danny's Roots. So it's great that we can still have this set up even though it's not finished. I know that he's busy making it. I know there's also some DLC that's needed, so it may be that that's what's missing. St. Paul's there. He has some extra download files that I have forgotten to download. So it may be that I need to go and get them, and this will then populate out a bit more. Doesn't look like London at all. I will say that. It looks a little too empty. It looks far too empty. If they're fast lines. No, they're the same speed. Because if they are classified as fast lines, then we should be on them as a non-stopper. Okay, again, I'm sure that there's some DLC missing. We're not far off Elephant and Castle and Loughborough Junction, so... "9 miles to East Croydon." No, 9 miles to Brighton, down fast. This is Elephant and Castle, I believe. Heading in there to Loughborough Junction. And then the scenery will pick back up because we're back into the Dugdale, the official bits of the route. That looks quite weird, being suspended in mid-air. Right, we've got a drop for the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up. Let's get the boiler full. Apply the brakes. Need to be aware of the non-existent AWS for that. Right, there's an AWS on this one. That should go off. There we go. There we go again. For that one. That's for the 20. Lots of coal ready to absolutely blast away when we get the 60. Speeding. Oh well. Don't prime the boiler. Coming off the slow lines and onto the fast lines. Again, I think we should have been on these a lot sooner than we were. So we can go back and have a look. This is Loughborough Junction. We can now start absolutely killing it away from. This train approaching platform 3 is the 1607 calling at Reading, West Bramley Mortimer and Basingstoke. Welcome Ben Brandt. I hope you're enjoying the channel. And how are you today? Fine, thank you. Lovely. What have you been up to? Okay. Oh. I don't know why that happened. We're not stopping here. Because that line runs out, that's why that happened. we've got a 20 that we're going to fly through. Visited Basingstoke yesterday and filmed 3 chains leaving and approaching. Not much, I'm ill. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. That is a shame. And I've just missed an AWS. Definitely going to follow you. Thank you very much, Ben. Just so as then you know, at the moment, I don't know if you're aware, we're just testing out a scenario that I've started writing, running the Flying Scotsman all the way from, where did we start? Bedford, down to Brighton is where we're going. So just trying to deal with that at the same time. So we started at Bedford, we're heading to Brighton. And this is the first run, which is why there's no AI on the lines at the moment. We're just checking that we're using the right lines all the way down because it's an express special service. You've got school tomorrow. Well, I hope you're feeling better. It is the final week though. So I hope that you're better for the holidays, really. Have you got much planned for the summer? Okay, we'll let it slow down now for that up and coming 15 miles an hour. That'll be an AWS. Yeah, going to be so happy to play on Train Simulator. Might be going to Gatwick to film some planes and to Reading Station to film some trains. Brilliant. Trains and planes, you can't go far wrong. What type of trains do you prefer, Ben? Do you prefer electric, diesel or steam? Okay, this is Toulouse Hill and I've missed another AWS. That's not watching. Well, we weren't supposed to be stopping here. At the moment I don't actually care about my score, I just care about getting the route done. Diesel and steam are my favourite. Brilliant. I must say, steam is my favourite over everything. You cannot beat being behind a steam locomotive. Have any of you had chance to actually go and see the Scotsman since she was put back into service this year. A couple of weeks ago I filmed the steam and I love it when it's leaving, as the chugging noise is just lovely. Yeah, you can't beat the sound of a good steam engine. This section of track you really need to be in the cab for. It's just a shame that that's a boring view. Right, watch out for this next 20 mile an hour. Now we're speeding as we come through West Norwood. Again, I think that there may be quicker lines to get you down here, so I need to go back and have a look at the map, see if we are using the best route. Not priming the boiler. At the 35 limit now. Okay, 3 miles to the next waypoint, where we have another 15 limit. It's probably as we cross over onto the fast lines. Hey Kev, welcome back. Steam on Southern Metals. It's been on Northern Metals, and now we're coming down onto the Southern ones. Started up at Bedford, and I'm running it all the way down to Brighton. It's a scenario that I've started writing this afternoon whilst on the stream. Taking it from Brighton to Bedford. No, other way around. From Bedford to Brighton. Right, slow down for the 15. I'm not actually sure that this is the fastest route through London at the moment. No, wrong one. Yeah, we're coming down to visit you, Kev. And we're coming down on 60103. Ben Brandt. I use a program called Gaincaster by a company called XSplit. It's just the sort of thing that you load it up, you click and go, and that's a little better for how I work for capturing the image. It doesn't capture the monitor screen, which means that if I have to come out to look at any other settings, I will lose the stream. You'll all go onto the keep waiting screen, which I might have to have a look at in the future, depending on what I actually do with the channel. But for now, this one's fine. And it automatically links into Twitch. It automatically brings up the chat so then I can see it on the screen there. That's all automatically done by the program. It's actually quite good. There's a free version and then there's a paid version as well, which just gets rid of one or two of the annoying features and allows you access to a few other little bits, like higher frame rate. Streaming at the moment, I'm streaming at a frame rate of about 40 to 50 frames per second, which the free version only allows 30. So it's just little bits like that, just to enhance the channel. I'm just applying a little bit of brakes because of the 20 that we've got coming up. There's the multiple board for it. And we're going too fast again. Well, I wanted a high-speed run through London, but I don't think it's going to happen. Northwood Junction. Right, hopefully now this will put us onto the fast lines and we can get a shifty on. Yeah, Kev, this is actually Danny's route, and I think I've got the class 319 scenario that he's done. But you know me and Steam, and it just seemed a nice run for the Scotsman to take. That kind of rail toury, trip to the seaside kind of run. Why are we stuck at 20 miles an hour? Now we have the 60. Let's go. What do you mean, Kev? You mean the Scotsman's perfect for the run? Yeah, I thought so. And it's a nice long run as well so far. It's been an hour and a half, and we're just starting to head down East Croydon now on the Brighton approach. So I am a little disappointed with the London section. I might have to see if we've got some faster routes coming through there. Just because a lot of it was 20 miles an hour. It's a bit restricting for this engine. And I've missed another AWS. I will get them at one point, I promise. But we're now stuck until we stop again. But then maybe it could be a feature of the actual route that they do it slowly. Just watch out for enthusiasts trespassing. Yeah, that's true. I tell you what, it was a real shame when I read that in the news. Because even back when I was a kid, you know, you didn't do that. Maybe I should see if I could put that in as an option, Kev, where it has to stop because of trespassers with cameras. Right, we're coming into East Croydon now, we're stopping here. if we can get the actual whole train onto the platform. Open the doors. See if the doors at the back have opened this time. Yes. They didn't open at the last stop in St Pancras. And that's all down this end as well, which makes that quite a nice place to stop. Might have to crowd this area up a bit with people. It's just a shame that they don't have cameras. I forgot to change that into a go via. Never mind, we're going to ignore that instruction and just keep going. Put that into running. Next stop, 3 bridges, I believe. Let's bring this up. 3 bridges. These 2 stop hats are going to be ignored. They need changing into go vias. Okay, we have the 60 limit. Approaching 90. One of the things that I hope to do for the scenario is to actually put 90 as the limit. So earlier sections where there was a 110 limit will be brought down to 90. Just because it's a steam engine and that's the fastest that they're allowed to go on the main line. Okay, there's the 90. Let's get the fireman shoveling for dear life. Okay, almost at 65 miles an hour now. Finally getting some speed back up. Would have been nice to do this speed through London, I tell you. platform. Let people know we're coming through at speed. Green signal. Stop pouring water on. It's great not to be fighting with the boiler this time. When I was trying to get to 90 before, I kept losing boiler pressure. Forgot to keep putting coal on it. Okay, this is where we cross over the slow lines. No, the Scotsman isn't double tendered. Kev, I'm using the single tendered version just because that's how she is at the moment, and it's supposed to be a present day scenario. Which reminds me, we haven't had a photo for ages. So let's see if we can get a good photo of her. Getting annoying. There we go. Fantastic. So yeah, I'm using the Brunswick Green version. Head in view, worst view in the world, because you cannot see anything that's going on. And there's no cab light on this either. See if there's a passenger view. No. I don't know. The tank was full and it's still going. The water stops somewhere between Bedford and Brighton. I'll have to check that out. I think that if she would have been full at Bedford, she might get down to Brighton. It's certainly something that I can Google as to how far she can get. And then we can see how far the Bedford to Brighton run is and see if she would actually do it. I think she'd be almost empty by the time she got there. Maybe then I can adjust the tender water appropriately. Right, I'm just giving the fireman a chance to catch back up with the coal in. As we went through the tunnel, he lost the battle a little bit. Let's see what Google says on the matter. Oh, we need to close that. Fine, at the moment we're just gliding down. Right, let's kick some power back into it. Speeding up again, slowly. Let's push the door forward, see if we can get that speed up a bit quicker. There we go. Any chance of a fly past? Yeah, we'll do one in a second. Right, where'd be a good spot? There will do, I think. I'll stand in the bushes and wait for it to come through. Let's clear that just before we do all open the injectors. That way we're ready for a nice screenshot as she comes flying through. Here she comes. There she goes. That's it. Let's get back on the footplate. And I need the hood back up. How are we doing speed-wise? We're slowing down. Why? No blood pressure. Close the regulator and turn the blower on. This is one locomotive that I've not yet had the chance to see in real life since the refurb. I did see her in the 90s, the last time she was in BR colours. It was, she was at the Severn Valley, and that was quite nice. I actually, as a child, got the chance to stand on the footplate in Hampton Road Station. So that was quite a privilege. But I haven't seen her since her revamp, which is a shame because I've been trying and I keep missing it. But then I have heard that she's back at the Severn Valley for a weekend in September, so I'm trying to convince the wife to let me go and visit my dad for that weekend so that we can go. There's Gatwick, not stopping. They are Ben trains and planes. What are we doing? We're using the wrong keys, that's what we're doing. Coast to Three Bridges, mile half. Don't quite understand what you mean by that, Kev. Oh, I get you now. Coast into Three Bridges as it's only a mile and a half. Yeah, that'll help me build the boiler pressure up again, I guess. Thanks for the follow, Ben. Thanks for the follow, Laurie. I'll start braking now for the station. Oh, too much and too much. Let me turn that off now. Again, I think that these stations all need filling with people. I'll have to spend a fair bit of time seeing what I can do about that. Getting the people onto the platforms, because there's no way that the Flying Scotsman stopping will have this few people on the platform. No, we need to apply. Bridges signalling centre to our left. Is that it? That big building there, Kev. Let's open the doors. Release the brakes, ready to go. Next stop, Brighton. We're clear all the way down. Yep. Controls from Selhurst down to Brighton. From Selhurst in London. Nice. Something that I wouldn't mind seeing how it's done. I wouldn't mind going to see how signalling is actually done, how it's all coordinated in a signalling centre. Right, we need more traffic here. Perhaps a couple of DMUs. I don't know. Maybe Kev can tell us what actually goes on in this area, and then I'll know what static consists to put in on the sidings. Gathering speed again. mph. It's nice to actually be on the safeties and accelerating. Stop putting that in for a minute. Okay, we're burning through it quite quickly now, so we'll get shoveling again. Speed a little bit. Okay, we have the 90 limit. As soon as we come out, we need to hit on the coal. There we go. As we come around these corners. I think I might disappear ahead in a minute and do another flyby. The sidings on the right have been two-thirds boosted to make way for massive burden trade care depot for the just introduced CL 700 electric Thameslink, also a communication hub for GT railways. Engineers sidings, so class 33, 73, etc. Alice Workins. Alright, thank you very much, Kev. I'll certainly make use of that information. So, do Thameslink come down this far? Do they come down into Brighton? I think they do. I think I've seen Thameslink trains advertised for Brighton before. Right, we need a nice shot of her coming over this bridge. That'll do, I think. Do one more. Ah, I got trolled by the tree. Get back on the footplate. Spin hood back up. Let's give the fireman a chance again. We're going downhill, so that was quite a nice time to cut that off. Why are we on the up line? I'm sure we were on the up line, you know. Who is it that the centre to? I'm not quite sure now. Yeah, Bedford, Brighton will extend to Littlehampton and Eastbourne. Oh, okay. So I can put some Thameslink trains down there then. One of the things that I was saying earlier is that I will have a look at getting some proper timetables to see what actually uses this route all the way down. And then work that accordingly. Okay, we're picking up the lost speed again now. Let's see where the next station is for a flyby. There it is. And we'll do it from this platform this time, I think. Here we come. Got it. Just passengers must not cross the line. Right, let's get back on the train. There we go. See if we can get it to 90, shall we? Enough water in the boiler. No tail lamp. Well, that's not my fault. I don't know how to set a tail lamp on it. Maybe because it's not an officially last carriage, I might need to, because I've put these three on as extras, so I might need to move that one back. I'm not sure. I've got headlamps though, although I didn't have when we started. CAD told me about that, so we have the correct headlamps. There we are, an express train. Oh, that's a nice shot. That's a very nice shot. Right, let's get back onto the footplate and we are speeding. Great, because it gives the fireman a chance again. Here we go, my favourite tunnel slash house. As quick as we can, shall we? Right, we might have a Morpeth board warning with a AWS attached to it to be aware of. Ready for that 75 limit. Me being a diesel fan, I must say this is a fine loco. Do you reckon it'll convince you to come over to Steam, Kev? Oh, we need to start braking now. Start up on diesel. What, is that where it coughs all the fumes and that out the back? Mind you, I can talk. Mine's an ash spewing machine. I think part of what I like about Steam is the romantic side of it. We seem to romanticize, if that's even a word, Steam quite a lot. You know, we think of how wonderful Steam was and how vibrant the colours were and all this, that, the other. I think that's the side of Steam that I really, really like. Convert to Steam now. I guess it's what you grew up around as well, isn't it? You know, as I've said before to Kev, I grew up on the Severn Valley. My dad took me down there all the time, so I was constantly around steam engines. Whereas then if you grew up on one of the main lines around the diesels, then that's what you'll enjoy. I know kids who now only like the electric trains because that's all they've known. Okay, it looks as though we're coming into Brighton. So this is the final thing that I wanted to have a look at, was the route into Brighton Platform 8. So guys, since this test run is about to finish... Oh, I missed the AWS again. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Since the test run's about to finish, what would you like me to do? Would you like me to carry on designing the scenario and fixing some of the issues that I've had and looking at maps and putting in consists, or would you rather me just jump into another loco and drive again? I'm going to leave it up to you, I don't mind. And in fact, for those diesel lovers, I can even make it a diesel loco. I'm sure I've got some lurking around somewhere. Then says diesel loco. Another loco, diesel loco. Now you're talking. Alright then, that looks as though that's what we're doing. So what's your favourite loco, Ben? Kev? I think we can just coast in now. We've used up some of the pressure, so then we won't. let off the safeties in the platform. Has to be the class 37 if we have it. I'll have a look. What about you, Ben? What's your favourite? $37. I'll have a look, see if I've got it. And I missed another AWS reading the messages. Whoops. That'll be because of the red at the end of the platform. That's nice. I'll have to see if I can have something sat over there waiting to come into the junction. Can have a few movements going on. Maybe something coming out of the carriage sidings here down into the station. Another one leaving. Might actually be good if we could come into one of the centre platforms and we can have a another loco, another consist coming into this one alongside us. Just thought, oh, I just picked a number, but actually this is a bit more fitting for the occasion, I think, with the Victorian canopy. Yeah, I'm keeping this platform. Only it's a little short. And we're going to hit it. No, we're not. Not with the nice brakes on this. Let's get the whole thing in. Let's actually stop. And oh, how close was that? I can't tell because we zoomed not. There we go. That was quite nice. Let's let the people out, shall we? And then we can take a nice couple of photos. Oh, we could line that with people as well. All here taking photos. Well, I did enjoy that one. That's certainly a project that I can carry on with later on. I think that will be nice when we've got all the AI in. And we've sorted out that middle section. Although the slow section, looking back on the actual run, the slow section in the middle, it did break it up a little bit. It wasn't just one great big 90 mile an hour fest. Okay, let's come out of that then. I forgot to add the automatic, the finishing point as well, so we need to get that done.